tucked away in the coziest cave, deep in the heart of the hidden forest, the sleepy bear family sleeps tonight. And if you go down to the woods tonight, you'll definitely be in for a sleepy, lovely dreamtime surprise. Because playful, daring Billy the Bear is right now inviting you for the most marvelous, super exciting, and extra relaxing fun night of sleep time adventures. So now, as you close your eyes and let your imagination start to run free, all sorts of wonderful and delightful ideas may soon come into your mind. Because in your dream adventures, you know that anything is possible, and especially here in the safest and happiest hidden woodlands, with this beautiful magic of silver moonlight dancing through the fresh forest air. And with your heavier, sleepier eyes still gently closed, you may imagine yourself floating and drifting between the tallest green trees of this miraculous, joyful place where all of the animals live so happily. And just maybe, you may already know some of the many different, friendly creatures who call this beautiful natural forest their home. And as you begin to look around, just within your imagination, you can see there's a silvery starlight shimmering down through the branches. And there's a wonderful moonshine glowing across the lands. And everything you see is bathed in this silvery shine of magical light, making you feel so very loved, so safe and, well, maybe quite excited for this extra special adventure. As you feel your bare feet and your twinkly toes touching down on the soft, soft grass of this forest floor, you feel very grounded and very connected to the earth here, like you are really being welcomed to arrive into this warm and wondrous place. And suddenly you feel yourself being wrapped up in a bear hug. You feel soft and fluffy fur pressing all around you. In the warmest and coziest cuddle from some unseen and happy friend behind you. Well, this is a big surprise. And now you hear a giggle, a funny kind of kid's laugh, of what could only be a most mischievous bear cub. And you twist around now and see a chubby bear face, smiling at you with mischievous delight. And this cheekiest, sneakiest creature holds out a fluffy paw, and he introduces himself as your new friend, Billy the Bear. You see Billy's furry brown face is beaming with his bright and shiny eyes. His black snouty nose looks so soft, and his happiest mouth smiles so big. And all of his funny bear features look so very friendly and full of bright beary fun. And you can't help but laugh as you find yourself shaking paws with Billy the bear. And you decide to tell Billy your name too, and that you're very delighted to meet him in this forest, and oh so excited to explore the woods around here so much more. And so Billy, who you already guess can at times be quite a silly bear, leads you through the trees in the most winding ways possible, past exotic plants and rare red-spotted mushrooms. And as you follow along, you begin to wonder where this cheekiest, sneakiest bear cub likes to play. Because although Billy is a sleepy bear who just loves to hibernate and sometimes just lays about, you know he also loves to roam freely across the lands, whilst Papa Bear and Mama Bear think he's all snuggled in to dream the night away. And that sounds very familiar. And this really does all feel like a waking dream now, as you and Billy wander through the woods in the moonshine, following the smells and scents of fresh wildflowers, and the sound of flowing water that you can hear is getting closer and closer. And you see Billy turns to you and winks as he swipes his paw claw and catches a buzzing firefly nearby, holding it up now to light the way ahead. And you both admire this glowing little insect because it looks just like it is from a magical realm. As you see it buzzes about calmly and shines out peacefully its lovely light between Billy's careful paws. Because even though Billy can be a funny and silly bear, he's often just pretending for fun, and he really is very clever and quick-witted. And deep, deep down, he's very kind to creatures smaller than himself. And do you think that's an admirable quality to have? And now Billy catches a second firefly too, for you to hold on to. And you carefully cup it up in your hands as you feel its gentle humming, buzzing little wings against your fingers, which tickle your hands a little. But you're mostly marveling at its enchanting, natural light twinkling through the forest pathways ahead. And now you and your bear friend decide to set the fireflies free, as you spread your arms and send them out flying into the fresh night air to cast their beautiful lights elsewhere. And you feel a furry nudge and a playful tap of a fluffy bear arm on your shoulders, as Billy lets you know he is ready for his next little trick. Because you can soon see where the sound of water was coming from. You spot now a shallow stream of the clearest water you have ever seen, flowing below, down a hill slope from where you are now standing at the very edge of the forest. And with a glint of mischief in his shiny eyes, Billy suddenly shows you the quickest way to get down to the water's edge. You see he tucks his head in, turns his cubby body into a fluffy ball, and suddenly rolls down the hill, tumbling and bumbling in a roly-poly way, faster and faster down the smooth green grass. You watch him tumble. And so, with a deeper breath too, you now do the same. You tuck in your head, make yourself into a tight little ball, and now you dive forwards, rolling downhill, tumbling and turning and swishing and swirling over the wonderfully soft grass. It's so much fun. And all that can be heard across the night and around the forest now is the bubbling sounds of you and Billy laughing as you both let out such glorious giggles, until you suddenly land again in a bumbling heap at the very bottom and foot of the hill. And as you catch your breath from all the laughter, Billy quickly teaches you to catch something else: salmon. Because you see happy, splashy salmon fish jumping and wiggling and gliding their ways through the clear stream. So you watch in awe as this confident bear wades into the shallow water, flowing just above his fluffy bare feet. You see he is standing perfectly still, watching the water glitter and shimmer in the open moonlight, bubbling along in a soothing and relaxing flow. In fact, these calming, relaxing sounds are really making you quite sleepy. It's a little hard to keep your eyes on Billy when you are feeling so dreamy. And yet, you see Billy now pounces, plunging his fast bare paws into the water. You see he moves so quickly, in a fast-moving blur. And then he produces a flappy, happy salmon in his open, furry claws. But you know these fish are not for eating. They're just for playing. And the squirming fish shakes and wriggles quickly out of Billy's grip until it splashes happily back into the calming, tranquil stream. And so you now decide you'd like to try catching salmon too, as you walk into the water's crisp and clear, bubbling currents. And you feel the lovely, relaxing froth around your ankles. And it's making you feel so clean and clear, and so healthy inside. Because the water is a bit warmer in some places, and yet cool with the currents of icy freshness in others as it flows along. And the more you practice now, the better you seem to get, looking and aiming and grabbing into the stream at the slippery salmon fish. Sometimes you catch one, and sometimes not. But the best part is the laughter and surprises you and Billy have. Because deep, deep down, you're really learning to believe that you can do anything. You really are so capable, and the world is yours to explore. Since all of Billy's bear cub confidence is rubbing off on you, and you can't help but feel really, really good about yourself. Feeling so good even exactly as you are. And when you look over very soon, you see mischievous Billy the bear seems to be becoming a very sleepy bear. He seems to be growing very, very tired now too. So Billy tells you there's one more thing he really wishes to show you, right before it's time for super relaxing, snoozy dreams in the cozy bear cave. And even though you are so tired too, you immediately feel even more curious to find out what this might be. So now together you and Billy race and run across the tufty grasses, between the smiling, happy trees, around the leafy bushes, laughing and racing through the cool night air, under the sparkling stars above. Until after some time, you now finally arrive to see a very special tree. Maybe the same tree you feel you might just have seen somewhere before now. Perhaps sometime in another adventurous nighttime dream. And you know this is the tallest oak tree in the whole entire forest. An old, wise, magnificent oak tree that looks out across all of the sleeping woodlands below. And this biggest, strongest, most majestic tree is home to many creatures of this enchanting, hidden forest. And suddenly, there at the bottom of the tree's base, you see a fluffy foxtail disappear into an entrance below the tree's roots. Maybe there is a cozy fox's burrow leading down there, all the way underneath the tree. Maybe into a sleepy, cozy labyrinth below. But here in this adventure, right now, you are instead more interested in climbing the tree with Billy. And the anticipation of that makes your heart feel so warm with joy. Now young Billy is a keen climber, since he's still quite light for a young bear, and he grips so well with his claws and his paws, and his fast furry legs. And so you ask him to teach you how to climb, just like a bear. Now Billy shows you how to really hold the tree with your feet and your hands. How to find the little hollows and footholds where branches used to be. And as you both begin to move higher and higher, you're also feeling lighter and lighter. So light that you easily zip past old branches and climb quickly up this thick, strong tree trunk. And all the while you're following Billy the bear, seeing his fluffy body darting up, and hearing his little bear cub panting as he catches his breath in the warm breeze. And you're moving on past an owl's nest now, which looks feathered and warm, as cute little owl faces stare at you with their big, wise eyes. And you smile back too at these familiar-looking faces as they hoot to you happily. And very, very soon, you're now at the very top of this tallest tree, where you see Billy looks back to you, and he gives you one of his funny twinkling winks once more, before he parts the branches ahead of you both, proudly to reveal the most amazing surprise. You see there's a breathtaking sight before your eyes from this great height. You can see rocky mountains in the far distance, dusted with fresh white snow. And above these snow-capped peaks is a magnificent light display in the sky. You see streaks and ribbons of gorgeous green and brilliant blue and perfect purple lights shining in the air. Moving and flashing and putting on a marvelous natural light show. And Billy, being a very clever bear, tells you these are the northern lights, known as Aurora Borealis, the beautiful light show of the north. And you find you are absolutely spellbound to see these lights, because they are the most beautiful natural glows you have ever seen in your life. And these magical lights decorate the starry night sky in so many amazing colors, as if dancing in the darkness. The swirling rainbow-colored lights seem to be putting on an extra radiant, extra dazzling, and extra brilliant show just for you and your happy bear cub friend. Now Billy grins a happy bear smile as he looks up at the sky, so happy to have impressed you with this most special surprise. And you realize Billy is a share bear who loves to enjoy his most favorite of all places with his dearest family and his dearest friends. You know, that is you. And so, with a big bear yawn, you and Billy know it's high time for you both to get back to bed now. So with one final look at the sublimely beautiful northern auroras, you make a very special wish in your heart. And with a little sparkle of starlight, you send your special wish out over the hidden forest for the glorious northern lights to bring your wish to life at some brilliant and surprising moment in the near future. As Billy begins to lead you down and down the enchanted oak tree once again, you arrive at the base of this strong, wise tree and make your way through the other happy trees and over some hills until Billy welcomes you into his very own hidden bear cave in the forested hillside. And because you are now officially a friend of the bears, a clever and honourable grizzly, now fit and worthy to enter the bear cave, after your many bear adventures, you feel so confident to follow Billy into the darkness of this mysterious lair, which he knows so well. And now you're entering Billy's hidden bear home as you tiptoe along the smooth stone floors, following along the rocky walls. You're feeling comfortable and sleepy to be welcomed as you follow the most relaxing sounds of many sleepy bears, all snoozing as they sleep and slumber so well. As the cave opens out into a perfect circle, you find the coziest of all sleeping spots for Billy's furry family. And you see everyone is sleeping soundly here. There's Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and all of Billy's happy bear cub brothers and sisters, slumbering and snoozing. Each fluffy, happy bear is resting so deeply and so calmly as they enjoy their most peaceful, soothing dreams. And Billy helps to find you the warmest and snuggliest of all places, a spot right next to Mama Bear. Her gentle grisly snoozing, you realize, is the most comforting sound. And you lie down now and snuggle up to her softest fluffy warmth, knowing that she will keep you safe always, protecting you so perfectly here in this wonderful bear cave, where you can sleep the whole night away amongst these fluffy, furry friends around you. Because you've become a sleepy bear friend forevermore. And so you drift off and away, so deeply into your most marvelous dreams now. Sleeping so deeply as you hear the sleepiest bears breathing and dreaming with their grisly snoozing. And finally here, with pure joy in your heart, you feel so relaxed, so happy, and so loved as you dream the night away, being the sleepy bear which you are, and feeling so good in this cozy bear cave of dreams.